Hey guys, thanks for joining me in the premiere episode of a brand new series for this channel. Welcome to Pokemon Oris Wi-Fi Battles for ASMR. As you can see before you, I spent the last few days creating quite a nice layout to display some of my chosen Pokemon battles. At the bottom of the screen is my friend code and my in-game trainer name and my social media accounts, where you guys can contact me if you like to battle. Just keep in mind that I usually prefer the tiers below overused, but I'm sure we could probably work something out. I also made sure to include my mascot Pokemon Sableye in the bottom left of the screen, and Umbreon in the bottom right, who is also a favourite of mine. I'm still preparing some new competitive ready Pokemon in Alpha Sapphire, but I thought I'd kick things off with some old Pokemon X and Y battle spot battles, just to show you guys how the videos will work. So with that said, let's get started. Our first battle is against a young player who sends out a Darkrai immediately against my Sableye. Knowing that Darkrai tends to go for Dark Void to take advantage of its ability, I decide to use a Prankster Taunt to force it to withdraw. Sableye then goes for a Will-O-Wisp on anything that wanted to come in, which works out fine for me since the Aegislash comes in and is usually a physical attacker. Knowing that Aegislash likes to shift its form back and forth, I decide to hit it with a taunt as well, to prevent it from changing back into shield form after making an attack this turn. So the Aegislash goes for Iron Head, which doesn't do too much considering it's a critical hit to my max health, max defense Sableye. And Aegislash decides to go for a Shadow Sneak just to try and get some more damage. Unfortunately for it, Sableye has Foul Play and uses its own insanely high attack stat against it to take out the Aegislash. So we're already in a 3 versus 2 situation. The Darkrai comes back out and I go for a taunt again to again prevent the Dark Void if it wants to go for that. But predicting this, the Darkrai goes for a Thunderbolt on Sableye, who doesn't take it as well as it would a physical attack. I decide to give the Darkrai a parting gift and hit it with a Will-O-Wisp, as the Darkrai decides to take Sableye out with a Thunderbolt. That leaves me with a Rotom Wash and Sizer holding a Sizerite, as the Darkrai takes a little bit of burn damage. So I decide to send in Sizer and Mega Evolve into Mega Sizer. I don't typically use Megas these days very much, but this was back early when it was still fresh. Now, Sizer knows U-turn, but for some reason I decided to use Bullet Punch instead of the super effective move, which I honestly don't understand why I did that. Perhaps I wasn't too sure of Darkrai's actual typing, as it does look like a ghost, but it's pure Dark type. Nevertheless, 2 Bullet Punches from Sizer is enough to take it out, and I believe this Sizer is a max attack, max HP variant. Looking at my set is also quite strange. It runs Bullet Punch, U-turn, Brick Break and Quick Attack. The strange part being Brick Break. Anyway, I get some more damage off on the Noivern with Bullet Punch, but it takes me out with a Flamethrower. Noivern goes for the all-out Draco Meteor, its last resort to win this battle against my Rotom Wash. But unfortunately my Rotom Wash is a special defense speed split with max special attack, so a Volt Switch is going to be enough to take it out. So that's the end of the first battle. We win quite decently with our 3 Pokemon. The next battle is against Lindsay, who is running a Blastoise, Avalugg and Sorg set, a mono blue team if you will, while I'm running a max health, max defense Fortress, a max health and defensive split Vaporeon, and a max special attack, max speed Alakazam. So I believe I go for Stealth Rock on Fortress. Fortress is a utility set with Stealth Rock, Spikes, Rapid Spin, and Volt Switch, while Blastoise Mega Evolves and gets some damage off with the Scald. Predicting the incoming Scald, I swap to Vaporeon, whose Water Absorb negates the damage. So Blastoise decides to go for an Aura Sphere and does some pretty decent damage, while I tell my Vaporeon to roar out the Blastoise. This turns out well in my favour as the Avalugg is sent out and takes a fair amount of damage from Stealth Rock, while Vaporeon recovers a little bit with its leftovers. I decide to go for a Wish this turn, just scouting out to see what this Avalugg wants to do to me, as this was the first competitive Avalugg that I'd come across. Seeing that an Earthquake doesn't do too much, I decide to stay in with Vaporeon and go for a Scald and see how much damage I can do, or potentially get a burn on this physically attacking Avalugg. The damage is quite high as Avalugg goes for a Curse, dropping its speed and boosting its attack and defense, but is it enough to damage my Vaporeon? Unfortunately for the Avalugg, the speed drop causes it to be slower than my Vaporeon, who manages to take it out with another Scald. Lindsay decides to then follow up with a Sork, who's going to go for Retaliate, which is a move that gets boosted after you knock out one of their Pokemon. Fortunately for me, Vaporeon is a massive tank and takes barely a quarter damage from the Retaliate, dealing back half to Sork with a nice Scald. Sork decides to go for the all-out close combat and try and take out my Vaporeon. Once again, Vaporeon manages to tank such a dastardly physical attack and return the favour with a nice Scald to finish off Sork. Lindsay is down to his final Pokemon, the Mega Blastoise, while I still have a pretty damaged Vaporeon, a Fortress that has less than half health, and a full health Alakazam. Mega Blastoise takes some Stealth Rock damage while I use Protect on my Vaporeon to attempt to recover some health, just to ensure that it can't take me out with one more attack. But not wanting to risk it, I decide to swap into Fortress. I sort of question why I bothered doing this, because I knew either way that one of them wasn't going to live that Aura Sphere, but I suppose I thought that Vaporeon was more tanky special defensively in the end, and if it came down to it, it was more likely going to win against the Blastoise. Anyway, I send out my Alakazam with a Life Orb magic card set, hit it with an Energy Ball which almost takes it out, and manage to survive a Scald from Mega Blastoise to finish it off with an Energy Ball. And that's the end of these two short Battle Spot battles. If you liked what you saw today, make sure to leave a comment and a like to show support, and I will absolutely start accepting battle offers after I get my team sorted out and all that kind of thing. Hopefully this format works pretty well. I'm not sure how relaxing it is, but hopefully it's at least entertaining. Anyway, just a short video today, so thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you guys next time.